Hello. Let me get you guys on here. Hey, YouTubers. Hello, everybody. Okay, I think we should be good. All right, so we are live on both places now. Finally. Hope you guys can hear me with the Freedom Friday today. Hello, hello. Welcome. This is Tahiri Divine, also known as Diana, the metaphysical midwife, where we are here, the student and the teacher, and we are here for the transcendence of our freedom and our spirituality, financials, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So I am your host of today, and your friend and your sister in. So today we are doing day 20 of the power of prayer. And today's just Freedom Friday. So it's no specific topic today, just a conversation. Let's chit chat. Let's talk. Let's chit and chat, because I like to chit and I like to chat. But all right, give you guys some moments to come on in. As I get a sip of water. But yay. So tell me, guys. Hey, hello, love. Nice to see you there. Hey, I see you guys come. Oh, I see you guys are now storming in from Instagram. Hey, Instagram. Hello, fam. Welcome to the Freedom Friday Power of Prayer, where we just here to chit chat. We're here to chit chat. No specific topic today. Just kind of want to, happy. Yes, it's Venus vibes. Like we all have Venus vibes today. It is, I'm going to take this off only because I am hot. And that's why I'm going to take this off. Hey, guys. Okay, as you guys are coming in real quick, just give me 1 minute, or not even a minute, just like a second or two. What the heck? Okay. Alrighty, I'm back. Hey, everybody. How does one get a free session with you? I offer a free consultation. So yeah, if you go to my Instagram bio link, there's a book a session with me. I offer free 15-minute consultations. So from there, we kind of just chit chat and see what might be the best service I have to offer. And if I can't offer a specific service, I can always refer you to somebody I may know who may help you or give you the guidance to the specific question or desire or solution that you're trying to find, outcome solution. So that's how that works. So yeah, if you guys want to book a free consultation with me, do so on my link. Let me see. I'm going to put it in my, let me go to my other, let me go to the other screen so I can pop that up for you guys. Y'all, I was thinking about going shopping today, online, and I'm like, don't do it. The bio link for you guys on YouTube. I just posted the link where you guys can book a session with me in there if you guys are interested in just booking some time and just chit chatting. Hey, Black Women Matter. Hey, Black Women Dark Matter. Let's see. But how you guys are feeling this Friday? What's going on with you guys? What y'all going on? How you guys been enjoying this series and all the other things that's going on in the world and in your lives? I've been not so much out of the loop of what's happening in the outer world, but I have just, I jump in and out to kind of see what's taking place, but then I always come right back to my center. So I won't get too derailed or wavered too much to the left, too much to the right. Okay, you're loving this series? Oh, great. I'm glad you guys are loving the series. After this series, I'll be taking some time from doing daily lives, but I'll still be coming in and, sharing insights and my growth and my journey with you guys all. Loving the series. It's helping me stay grounded and out of the crazy. Exactly. That's really what I felt this series was really for. Like, it was for me personally too, but I definitely know there was like others along the journey who would be like, yo, I resonate with that. Staying centered, staying grounded, and not getting swayed. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you for booking a consultation with me. Yay, got you guys on the docket. Um, but not getting swayed from all the foolishness that's out in this world, and just pretty much staying out of it. I have just learned to stay out of it. I revamped my social media years ago, so all my personal social media pages are no longer personal pages anymore. They're more business pages, so I don't have a lot of friends and people that I grew up with on my social platforms, or just people who I had just got into my anyway. So I just eliminate a lot of people out of my social media platforms, revamp my social media, and just kind of keep it on the energy that I want instead of getting all that negativity. And then too, I just got tired of well, really, this is funny. You guys want a funny story? One of my really good sorority sisters, when we were undergrad, she was a criminal justice major, and somehow she ended up getting an internship with the FBI. And her internship, one of the jobs or tasks that she had to do was go through people's Facebook pages and help link people to people, like I guess people who are doing criminal stuff or whatever. And that was like back in 2009, 2010, when I was in college, that she was doing that. And that for me became an eye opener to me about like social media and then how I was using it. And so from there, I just stopped. 2010, I kind of stopped being on Facebook and I got back active on my page. And then in 2014, I was like, you know what? What made me decide to delete my Facebook account, my original one, was when I got like this 8-year anniversary update from Facebook. And I was like, what the hell? I have never been committed to anything that long in my life, let alone on social media or just the internet. And I'm like, wow, they really create a profile of who you are. Like, you think about your Facebook profile of like all your posts, probably stupid posts, probably just venting, pictures, connecting family, friends, all these aspects of myself. And then I thought about my friend who worked for FBI, and I was like, you know what? Too many crazy people on the internet. I don't need that much connection to me. And so I deleted and created a new Facebook profile and just made it more of a personal page instead of a business page instead of a personal. And I used to get a lot of people in my family who was upset about that. It's like, oh, I'm trying to tag you in pictures. I want to tag you in posts. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Because people are really crazy. And it wasn't until a situation happened to a family member of mine where they were stalked by so she was dating this guy or engaged to this guy, and kind of find out the guy had girlfriends. And when the girlfriends found out that he was in a Facebook relationship with this lady I know, this family member of mine, the girlfriend decided to stalk the family member of mine on Facebook to the point where she actually called my family member's job and was like creating a big scene at my family member's job because she found her through Facebook and found her job. Because people put their careers, their schools, their job title, like they put so much of their information of themselves out there, so people will use that against you. And I'm like, even though this happened years after I deleted my Facebook, my personal pages, but I'm like, see, that's why I don't put all my business on the internet, because people are crazy. And then these are people that are over the age of 50. So I'm like, see, y'all over the 50-year-old people are crazy, but young folks do stupid stuff on the internet too. Yeah, it's just way too much access. Facebook did that. 8 years is a long time. Yeah, that is a long time. Like when I really think about it, like as long as I've been on Facebook, like I had a Facebook account since 2007 when I had graduated high school. So I opened a Facebook account because back in them days, you had to have a college email to get on Facebook. Put one in the chat if y'all remember those days. Couldn't get on Facebook unless you had a college email. That's when Facebook was exclusive. Oh my gosh, that was funny. But yeah, so anyway, so when I realized how long I've been on, I was like, you know what? I don't need one profile to be profiling me. And then just people are crazy. And it's just too much information. I think it's too much access let's talk about this is Freedom Friday. Let's talk about access. I love the internet and I love how we can utilize the internet to connect with people, but also too, I think it's weird that, and I'm able to get to this too, so I can talk about my own self. That sometimes we get too familiar with people because we see them consistently on the internet and we come across like we know them, and so times we kind of come out not like intentionally out of pocket, but just too friendly, too familiar. That's the word I'm looking for. Too familiar. Like I had this one situation where I had this person that I knew of through the internet sphere, but they would always they'll message me on Facebook. And if I didn't answer that in a timely fashion or to their liking, they'll message me on Twitter. Then they'll message me on LinkedIn. And I'm like, you know what? That's just too much access. Just too much access. Yeah, yeah, I remember MySpace. Yeah, you know what? I was talking with some of my friends about the AOL when you had to have like the CD to put into the computer and had that whole dial up that. Oh yeah, that was like back in the day just to upgrade your internet service. And now I'm looking back at it, I wonder if that was a scam. Like, why you need a CD-ROM to activate your internet when it's just a phone line or a signal? So now I'm looking back at some of the things we used to do. I think we was getting scammed, y'all. AO was scamming us. But yeah. So I when it comes to I remember the CD-ROMs and the AOL exactly. And I used to be so frustrated with my parents because I felt like they would never get the updated version of the AOL disc. Like we were like 2 discs behind. It's like AOL 10.0 and we still on 6.5 or whatever. I'm like, come on, upgrade it. She's like, Tony, yes. Yo, Tony Braxton's actually dropping an album this month. I'm too excited. Like honestly, I stand for Tony Braxton. I love some Tony Braxton. Oh yes, I stand for her. But yeah, so we're just talking about some crazy things about the internet and life and how life has changed and has technology has changed our life in a major way. Cause like I look at like my nieces and my nephews and my children. All right, date night music, exactly. Or you know what I'm saying, getting pretty and getting sexy for sale. That's what I like about Tony. Like her music to me is like just being fly, just be fly, like that '90s fly girl kind of like vibe. That's the vibe I get with Tony. She sets the mood. But I'm jumping back and forth. Excuse me, y'all. That's my third house self. Be jumping back and forth in conversations. Um, but yeah, so we're just the good old days, AOL. Yeah. Just life was simple back then. Like life was simple. Yeah, life was really simple because I think today's age with so much access to the internet, it makes it I don't want to say difficult to maneuver in the world, but I feel like so much of what we put on the internet becomes the projection of what we want our world to be. And men sliding into your DMs is that one of the things that I don't like. Yeah, 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 the whole that it goes down in the DMs, that whole era. Well, I mean, I guess dudes still do that, and well, they still do that, and it'd be funny. There was a meme that was going around. It was like, y'all familiar with Sagaru? He's like this kind of like spiritual mystic guru. But anyway, it's a picture of him like leaning over to the side, and the meme goes, waiting for 1111 to slide into her DM so she will think it's from the universe. And I'm like, see, spiritual women, watch out for these spiritual wolves out here in sheep clothing, acting like they so whatever. I'm telling you, men find clever ways to do things. Technology to me is Jesus Christ, not to sound radical, but speaking in my perspective, technology is Jesus Christ to me because technology can turn water into wine. Yeah, I can see what you're saying by that as far as it really can produce miracles, or what we perceive to be miracles, because it's like, what is the internet? If we really think about it, like what is the internet as a tangible thing? It's really more like the ethers or the spirit world in some ways that we can tap into or download or upload to. Kind of like in spirituality, you could think about prayer is like uploading and meditation is like downloading. So we kind of see that as a physical but not physical representation of that aspect. So I can kind of see where you're going with that technology and Jesus Christ analogy. Tech is a blessing for social justice. Yeah, like I think tech is a blessing for a lot of things. I think tech is wonderful for social justice. I think it's wonderful for gaining information. I think, the purpose of the internet is not the problem. I think how people use the internet could be a problem because it's just a tool. It's like electricity and fire. Electricity and fire is not bad, but if you're using fire to blow somebody's car and then end up blowing yourself back, then that might be bad. I know y'all saw that video that was going around when sis was trying to put that car on fire and it backfired on her. Like for real, no pun intended. But so yes, I think technology is, and I think too, technology is just more than just the internet. Technology is also like machine learning. I'm really into machine learning. Like I'm excited about the changes that technology can do and what we can do with it. I am pro the iRobot coming thing, like the whole robotic thing. I'm pro that because I'm not anti that because I understand that anything these robots will become aware to, and whenever that happens, that could be 1,000 years from now. But anyway, when robots or technology becomes aware of self, I feel like all it's going to do is reflect back the information that we humans put into it. And that's pretty much what machine learning is. It's just going to be repeating or regurgitating or coming to a consensus of ideas based off information that we as humans upload to the cloud. Technology is also compound word for technical knowledge. Yeah. Wait, you're not a fan of the Terminator? No, I'm not anti-robots. Like I know people have this fear, like, oh, robots will take over the earth, or like the, Terminator and Matrix and those type of series stories. I feel like that's one aspect to look at it. Like if we as humans don't get it together, I say we can produce that type of future. However, I also see it as if we really just embrace technology as an extension of us versus as an enemy of us, I think we'll have a better relationship with it. But I really believe until we become better humans to humans first, then we'll have a better relationship with technology, because we're going to recognize that technology is just the extension of who we are. So it will be like the children of humanity in a way. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm in a lot of different circles, so I like to have these discussions within my circles about technology and how it can really be used, like self-driving cars and automation. All these things are not bad. I think it'll be bad to people who don't have skills outside of like manual labor. I don't think technology will replace humans in the workforce, but I do think they will replace people who are in automated positions. And that's why I really believe people should really find their passions, because I wouldn't want to go to a robot to get my hair done or to get a facial. Those type of things I would like to go to a human, I would like to do human things with people versus like right now. One of my things I don't like to do, I don't like typing. I love writing and I love podcasting or voicing my opinions like verbally, but I like putting pen to paper, but I don't like typing. I just hate typing. So if I could just talk to the machine and it types it up in clear, concise sentences and does my grammar corrections for me, that's what I would love to use technology for. And then I'll be putting out blog posts like every day because I get the ideas come to me quicker than I can actually type it out. Did you know religion and technology was created to improve human behavior? Yeah. That's, if you think about that, civilization. If we go into, I'm always going to reference this, antiquity and follow the days of antiquity when civilization was birthed. That it was women who birthed civilizations and women who birthed these first tools, technology, because the wheel is technology. So the bamboo stick that women were using to mark out their menstrual cycles, that was a form of technology. Technology, religion were all created to improve human behavior. So if the women were able to track their menstrual cycle, they would be able to track when they were fertile and when they were not. So that gave them autonomy over their body versus the time when women were in estrus versus menses. So there's a difference in what changed in perspective, and what birthed civilization is when humanity went from estrus, which is like going into heat for animals, into menses. So yeah. So yeah, if you guys are interested in learning more about that and where I got that information from, the science and the historical aspect of it, I am putting together a Women of Antiquity course, well, Civilizations and Antiquity course this fall. So I'm actually doing that now. What they got going on out there? But yay. That might be sounding old school to the new school kids, though. Probably was. I don't know what your comment was going to, but probably so. But yeah, so yeah, I think technology is cool. How could there be women first? I'm with the Bible perspective of Adam's, which means man was not attracted to the woman Eve, then there wouldn't be nobody on this planet. Then that's the perspective you're on, and that's cool to be on your perspective. I'm on a different perspective, but that's cool for you to be on your perspective. Let's see what you guys saying on the YouTube. I'm sorry, I want to make sure I get y'all's comments in too. But when it comes to the Bible, if you want to know my perspective, I don't take the Bible to be a literal book. I take it to be a metaphysical, esoteric book, more so, not a literal book. But that's a perspective there. But yes, that's the beauty with humanity. As you see, like as you said too, religion was created to improve human behavior. And also could say technology and religion could have been used to diminish certain behaviors of humanity, whether the behaviors were positive or negative behaviors. So it's just perspectives. Let's see. What else you guys want to talk about? I know we're talking about technology. What else? This is Freedom Friday. What else you guys want to discuss? Did you go through a Bible phase? I sure did. I did. Like my Bible phase came from my upbringing. I came up in like a Southern kind of Christian home, so military Christian Southern home. We were Kojic, and then we later became non-denominational. But I was the Bible scholar kid. That was me. I was the one that read all the stories because the stories really intrigued me because I thought they were weird. So I was really intrigued by Bible stories. So I was like a Bible scholar. And what shifted me from taking the Bible from a literal perspective to more seeing as more of an esoteric perspective was that, well, one, it was into history. So that was actually my original major when I went to college was history. And then I went to pre-law, and then I went to something else because I got sick of law. But healthcare, I went to healthcare after that. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. So I was a Bible scholar. What made me shift my perspective was when Rihanna became a bad girl, when she went to Bad Girl Rihanna. And I was so tired of being afraid of like the Illuminati and this whole aspect of the Illuminati that I jumped headfirst to just want to know more about it. Because I felt, well, if I know more about this, I don't have to be afraid of it because I know how to combat this thing. So my study of the occult started as a way to defend my faith in Christianity. And while I was doing that, I already had my own hiccups with my own faith in Christianity, which I later came out wasn't really a faith of my own that I would have chosen consciously for myself, knowing what I know now. But I am thankful for my background in Christianity because it gave me my perspective. Me and my other good friend, Naomi, I featured her on my Instagram, but I'm trying to get her on my YouTube really soon. Me and her had this conversation about how the Judeo religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, how they are really a splicing of the divine feminine, divine masculine. And so you get Judaism, which is more of the divine feminine, because if you look up Allah or Allat, you learn that that's really the goddess, but they're prescribing it in a male masculine form. And then you look at Islam. Excuse me. No, Islam. Yeah, Islam is the divine feminine. Judaism is the divine masculine, and Christianity is the middle path. So able to study all three of those religions and kind of see in the perspective of how they're the splicing of the divine cosmic relationship, right? Because Adam and Eve refer back to colors red and blue. That part, thank you. I want to start a virtual group called Freedom on the Move for Freedom Friday. Start it, Money Red Official. Yeah, go ahead and start it. where did you watch the video, the Venus frequency info you mentioned? Let's see. My first encounter with, okay, are you guys familiar with Seven Bomar? Understanding. He was one of the first people that I really, to me, broke down the Venus frequency. And then True Brilliance did a course on Venus frequency. And then E Queen has a really good video on her YouTube on the Venus cycles. But yeah, the Venus frequency info, I got that from Seven Bomar, and his channel is called Understanding on YouTube. Oh, you love him? Yeah, I really like, to me, okay, I don't mean to bust some heads, but I'm going to discuss this really quickly. To me, I feel what Seven Bomar is doing is what the divine masculine energy should emulate. And what I mean by that, I mean like creating your community, using your mental dexterity to create technology and create not cultures, but what's the word I'm looking for? Tribes or groups of people that are like-minded to help grow, because he's creating an actual ecosystem. And I really respect that about Seven Bomar. And I respect the fact that he's fully in his divine masculine form and doesn't feel the need to have to diminish the divine feminine, but admonish her and really see the truth for what it is and just speaks truth to power. And I think that's too why his channel hasn't grown, is because he stays true to that part of evolution. And I really respect him. How long did it take you to get comfortable with your spiritual path? I know a lot of people are scared on the spiritual path, especially coming out of religion, and they are very back. Oh yeah, okay. Like I said, I started my journey. I was 19 when Rihanna went bad girl-y, and that's when I started studying more into it. And then I already had an affinity to like astrology and the occult, because I was really into like vampires and witches and warlocks, which is totally against my religious belief system now. Totally against it, but I was really intrigued with these stories. And there was a show that came on Disney Channel called So Weird, and it would follow this girl named Fiona, whose mom was like a traveling rock star or whatever. And every city they went to, she would have these supernatural type of events. So I was always questioning about life after death and this whole concept of what it means when you die. And I know during that time, my Christian paradigm days, there was what was the books that were going out? It was a series about this woman who supposedly had went to hell, and she had wrote this book on what hell was like. And that was like a big thing in the 90s, like, oh, what hell is like, and this whole concept of afterlife and after death. And I just really want to know, like, I didn't fully believe in Jesus was going to be there when I died, but I was going with it because it was part of my religious upbringing. And so when I started teetering away from religion or Christianity is when I had got hip to this couple named Watchmen Reports. And they're this like they go under like the Hebrew Israelite kind of thing, but they're not like part of a camp. So they were like the first husband and wife couple that I could really see that was doing things the right way. Like they had a farm, they were raising their own children, their farm homeschooling. They had so many businesses, and they were like, you could tell they were really loved each other, really friends. And they created these documentaries that called Whited Out. And that document series had me asking different set of questions. So I left Christianity and went to like the Hebrew Israelite theology. I never joined a camp or anything like that, but I was just following what they were saying because I'm big into words. I love etymology and I love words and I love history. So it was answering a particular questions for me at that time. However, what shifted my perspective is when they kept mentioning how Shekinah, or the Holy Spirit, which is the Hebrew word, is the oh goodness, I can't get the word in my name, but anyway, it's a feminine word. And I already understood language because I studied language in college, and I always loved languages and how language comes about. And so when I realized that it was a feminine word, it made me think, well, why would they place a feminine word on the Holy Spirit? I said, that's where all wisdom comes from. And that kind of there was the door that opened me up to looking into the goddesses, because it wasn't resonating with the Hebrew Israelite culture, but I did like some of the knowledge they were getting at the time. So I branched off from there, when I just didn't resonate with it no more, I branched off into goddesses. And that was when I was going through my phase, more so when I was in the Hebrew Israelite theology. I was going through this phase with my family because I was just kind of asking different questions and trying to like ask them like, well, what's your thoughts on this? Like, what's your thoughts about this verse? And what's your thoughts about this? And how does this relate in history? So yeah, the Ruach, thank you. The Ruach HaKodesh. That's right. That's the word, Ruach. That was really difficult for me because I was really shunned by my family members. My mom, my parents, my siblings was not hearing it. Not so much my friends. My friends were a little more open, even though they had their belief systems. Because my best friend was a Jehovah's Witness. And so she was going through her own searching thing too. So luckily I had friends around me that wasn't as judgmental, but it was really hard with family because I was like, I just have questions and I want answers. And so I got comfortable in my own path until I moved away. When I moved away from my family and was really just on my own as an adult, I learned to create my own identity. And within doing that, it was really difficult because I had to really unlearn a lot of what I was raised in to really see, well, who am I when I strip away this, if I strip away my race, if I strip away my family name, if I strip away the expectations of society, my parents' expectations, all this stuff, college degrees, who am I on my own? And that was able to give me more confidence in myself. It wasn't like it was a one night thing, but it was what helped me grow confidence. And I got to the point, it's like, I don't need to proselytize nobody. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. Early in my journey, I thought I had to do that, but that came from that religious paradigm. Thinking you have to spread the good word, spread the gospel, go seek and get everybody on the same page. When I got to the point when I was like, you know what, this is for me and me only, and I'm here to share my journey. And those who resonate. Those who don't, won't. That's where I got more peace in it. So it's just like knowing that your journey's for yourself, and you don't have to try to get somebody to believe you, but just share and bounce ideas. Because I know one thing that bothered me with Christianity was like they were trying to make it seem like that was the only way. And if you're not doing this, if you're not that, you're just doomed. And I just didn't believe that. I felt like, why would God create all these people and all these cultures? But if you don't believe in Jesus, the Son of God, then you're just doomed to hell. But I just didn't believe that. And I also had enough historical sense to know, well, this is a new religion. So why would God punish all the people beforehand to hell if he just got his son about 2,000 years ago, supposedly, right? So I just had a lot of logical questions that didn't match up with my belief system at the time. Okay, yes, I love him. I think you're talking about 7. Yep, like-minded people. Just imagine if we had more men thinking like him. Exactly. You know how far we would be, like, as a feminine woman, as a female, and when men say things women need to submit, it's easier to submit when you got something to submit to. That's just my perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come here saying, hey, baby, look, I got this whole hydro water system that's using hydrogen to help benefit the cells of the body. I got this whole system in place, this whole ecosystem going on. Oh, on top of that, we're building other technology things. We're building our own currency, cryptocurrency. We're doing this, we're doing that. You want to submit? I'll be like, shit, okay, what do I need to do? That's how I would be like, shit, that turned me on. Okay, bro, what you talking over here? What you saying? It's just easier to submit to that, right? I know, right? Submit to what, dude, right? Exactly. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Shoot, girl, my whole, shoot, you gonna get that walk today. That's what you gonna get, sir. Well, stay ready. Let's see. I read books of the hell, and she said it was like 33 stages of hell. And years later, now it was, yeah. That was an intense time in Christianity. Y'all remember the whole, when they were going through the whole, like you had these what they call it? Dang it, what was the movie with Kirk Cameron? Gosh, the Left Behind series. Is that Left Behind? When they had that whole Left Behind series and that whole fear mongering that was going on. It was like the late 90s, early 2000s kind of era. My mom was really big into those type of movies. She had like these movies called The Tribulation, Omega Code, The Megiddo, like all these end time prophecy movies that would just get people just worked up and scared. You better get right with God. Lord have mercy. Yes. Have you ever studied the AEO, Ancient Egyptian Order? It was closed down now by the FBI, but the teachings are still around. No, but I know there's a lot of orders that came out of Egyptian culture. You know, it's so funny. I guess it's a trigger point for some people when we talk about the Egyptians. Yes. Okay. You remember that time, E Queen? Yes. It's just funny how that time and it's funny how interesting how time and the trends that takes place in pop culture or just culture in general, like what's popular. Like we went through like a vampire trend, we went through the werewolf trend, zombies. Now it's like even like AI kind of thing, and now the whole trend is like this double me, the double twin, or the doppelganger kind of theme. And what I get from it, like if I look at it on a more esoteric way or spiritual metaphysic perspective, I can see what it is telling us as far as the changing of our times. Like we're definitely in the changing of a guard kind of time right now. Females don't submit nowadays, in my perspective as a man. Females are functioning like a man psychologically, and man vice versa. So females don't submit because of education conditioned by men. Yeah, and that's what I think too, because basing off what you're saying there, I think what's difficult about the submission portion is because when the patriarchal order rose up, their whole purpose was to control all of nature, so Mother Nature, to control the chaotic energy of the feminine, because feminine energy is chaos, and chaos is not a bad thing. Like if you ever been in a room full of toddlers, it's chaotic, right? That's just that vibrant energy, right? And so I can understand the divine masculine principle that wants to put order to the chaos, and in a benefic way of looking at the divine masculine, or not even the divine masculine, but the patriarchal order, in a beneficent way of looking at them. They did structure a lot of structures that could benefit and help society. However, a lot of their ways of doing things also diminish society and diminish the whole group of humans, females, which made it difficult for women to really, like you said, submit. I really believe that men and women submit to each other, but submission shouldn't be this conversation of like being enslaved to me. Like I feel like sometimes when men say submit, it's like this slave type relationship they want the woman to have to them. Like, don't question me, don't give any suggestions, don't know anything more than me, don't be smarter than me. And that diminishes both parties, right? It makes the men and the women suffer, because when we put both our minds together, we really can do great things. And allowing women to be in their masculine mental space just as much as we need to allow men to be in their emotional feminine space. Because I know for that, patriarchy does take away the intuition aspect and the emotional aspect from men and from women. Women still utilize it more because they're more natural flow with that. But for men, I think it's a disservice to men who are not given the space to be emotional. And I mean emotional, I mean to be an emotional wreck, but to be in tune with their own emotions and their intuition. But I feel as though any real man wouldn't let his woman submit or want them to. I think I speak for real men all across the world when I say we want our women to stand. I like that. That's what's up. Stand and not submit. I remember when my mom wouldn't let me watch Charmed. Oh, I love Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I had to sneak those shows. Yeah, I had to sneak them. I remember when my mom wouldn't let me watch Charmed, the classic, and she said it was the devil. And I was like, but they're fighting. I know, right? Oh my God. I remember when Harry Potter came out when I was in middle school, and I had to sit out the classroom, guys, because I wasn't allowed to read the books. And I was the only kid in my class who had to sit outside the classroom. Like, that was terrible. Like, for that whole series of reading the book, I had to sit outside the classroom and just do like word puzzles and shit. What is your take on all these YouTubers confusing people that they follow them with this new age versus Jesus? A lot of people are lost now due to this. Yeah. This is my take on that. My take is the people who are doing that, it kind of like the theme I get, they're lumping new age to old systems and old practices that have been around long before religion. And I think too, it's just people who were just jumping into something because it's trendy, or maybe they were really just curious. They were probably genuinely curious. But again, not having knowledge of self, you're coming from a place of trying to attach yourself to something else outside of you, not realizing that everything you're conjuring up is yourself. But since we have this buffer between ourself and our higher self through religion, and religion projects this outward God or outward protector or whatever it is that people are seeking, it projects something to be outward versus inward. That when people go into what they call new age practices and have these experiences that scared them, they run back to something that's going to save them from themselves. So again, it's a savior complex that we've been conditioned through religion that people run back to when they don't have a firm fitting of who they are. So, and also too, we have the North Node is currently in Gemini anyway. So Gemini represents personal truths. So a lot of people are going to have their own personal truths during this time right now. So for someone, that is their personal truth to go back to religion because they don't want to deal with aspects of self. For other people, they cannot do religion because it doesn't give them the freedom to be who they are or know who they are themselves. So that's my viewpoint. So, but I know it's going to be a lot more of it. Also, what I think another point of it too, another more nefarious way to look at it, it's also just a way to make some money because that Jesus bag is real. I'm telling you make some good money off that Jesus bag. Churches make good money, and nowadays you don't got to do your church in a brick and mortar. It's about reaching people like this on the internet. So, I mean, hey, it's everybody goes in it for different reasons. So, yeah. That's my take on that. Have you seen the YouTube video where the lady cites Chi's masculine betrayal of the feminine as the seat of the problem? Wait. Have you seen the YouTube video where the lady cites the masculine's betrayal of the feminine as the seat of the problem of the Black community right now? Are you talking about Goals and Guides with Andola? You talking about her video? Because yes, I've seen her video. My sister sent me the video because my sister follows Summer Walker. And she sent me the video. And okay, yeah, you're talking about her. And I saw it. And I like what she said. However, that's not the full truth. But she is quite on it. Yeah, but that's not the problem of the Black community. I mean, it's one of the problems, but that's not the root of the problem. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, you guys are writing over here. Let me see. I was the only kid that. Okay, you was the same kid that had to sit up the classroom. Okay, and so it wasn't just me. I wasn't the only lonely nerd sitting by herself staring at the lockers. Right, we should acknowledge ourselves as gods. Exactly. Yeah, we sure are. What services do you provide? Like, do you do? Yeah. So the service I provide, I do astrology readings. I do natal chart readings, synastry report readings, which is between you and your partner. I also do, and also you can do synastry chart readings on like coworkers, family members. It don't have to be specifically for a lover, friends. I also do progress chart readings, which is just as important as your natal chart. I would suggest that you know your natal chart first before you do your progressed readings, because what a lot of us don't know is that your chart or your natal chart, your placements progress as you matriculate through life. So you're not, for myself, I'm a natal Libra sun. However, as of last month, I'm currently a Scorpio sun right now. So, which makes a lot of sense. And my moon sign makes a lot of sense because I'm like, I know I'm a natal Aries and I resonate with that Aries energy, but my moon sign has progressed, and I definitely feel my progression moon sign and my Venus moon sign more. My progressed Venus and moon right now. So your personal planets progress. They don't stay locked in on your natal, but they do return to that position throughout your life, but they don't always stay there. And then also I just have like a chit chat. We could do oracle card readings, tarot card readings for any specific inquiries that you may have. And typically, like I tell everybody, with any card reading that you get, well, it's from me, I'll say this, but mostly it should be a confirmation of what you already know. It shouldn't be too much new information. It might be a new perspective to some information you already know, but it should never be something new that you never felt first. That's my take on when you get readings from people. It should be really to confirm. Reading should be there to confirm or affirm what you already know. My grandma's having her my grandma's having her baby shower next week. Your grandma having a baby shower? Okay. Grandma might be okay. Grandma, hey, anybody can still have babies these days. Okay, so yeah, we said that, and I'm a Scorpio. You're a Scorpio? Okay, so Scorpio suns. What's up? Oh my God, guys, we've been on here for 40 minutes. Because I know sometimes I get agitated with long videos. When I see long videos, I don't watch them. But in the midst of it, you just enjoy it. I don't know, like now, like, okay, 5, 6 years ago when I was really early in my journey, I loved like these 6 hour, 8 hour, 10 hour, like I used to do that. Like, yo, let me tell you guys, when I first started like going hard body, when I left Christianity, when I fully left Christianity, that was back in what, 2013. And I had lost my job and I was living with a sorority sister at the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to utilize this time to go hard body into like documentaries, reading. And that's when I was like doing like Brother Panic videos, um, um, and this Bobby Hemmett videos. I was just going heavy into these like 8 hour, 10 hour videos, documentaries. I would get off from my job. I'll get off my job around 5 or 6 o'clock. Well, 5 o'clock, by 6, 7, eat, put my kid down because she was a toddler at the time. And then from like 9 o'clock to about 4 or 6 in the morning, I will be up reading books, watching documentaries on YouTube, buying books. I was at the library getting videos and books. Like I was completely immersed into this thing. Like it became my life. And I did that from 2013 to about early 2015. So almost a year and a half of just straight living my life, going to work from 8 till 5, and then from 9 p.m. to about 4 a.m. just straight studying. Like I didn't need sleep. I was so enthused on what I was doing that sleep did not matter to me. Like I could get 2 hours of sleep or an hour, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I'll be okay because I was just so into the knowledge, like getting knowledge and feeling what I was getting answers to what I was seeking. And so now today I can't do that shit no more. Oh my God, I see a video and that's just a 40 minutes. Sometimes even 20-minute videos give me anxiety. I started just learning astrology and I'm hooked. Yes. Oh my God. I tell you, when I started astrology, again, I would always sneak astrology, like the little like magazines. I would get like these Cosmo Girl magazines, Teen Vogue magazines when I was a kid, or like teenager years. And I would always read the astrology portion. And that was like my way of being rebellious. I wanted to know more about astrology and reading about it and stuff like that. And then when I got to my parents' house, I jumped right on in. I jumped in heavy. I'm like, you know what? I want to learn all this stuff. I want to know all the mystical stories. I want to know all of it. And I just jumped hard body in it. But yes. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else you guys want to chit chat about? Because I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Don't want to stay on too long because I do want people to, even though we're not doing things specific, it's just Freedom Fridays. We're just here to talk and discuss and chit chat and connect with each other. Oh my goodness, Bobby Hemmett. Haven't thought of him in a long time. Do you teach tarot? No, I don't teach tarot. I don't. I know a really good teacher in tarot that I have learned under, and she goes. Her name is Jessica. She goes by Bahati Life. She is the tarot queen. She is the tarot queen. Will you do a video about Yoni steams? I sure will. Actually, I was just thinking about doing that for next week for our Tuesday, Wednesday live. I was thinking about doing that because that's really more my passion. Like my passion is the divine feminine. And since my passion is the divine feminine, I want to embody all things that is her. And one of those, okay, I was about to go into another conversation. I'll just say this. There's a lot of popularity right now on femininity. And I'm not against that because I totally understand where the energy's coming from. But you love Jess? Yes, I love Jess. Now when I say she's the tarot queen, yeah, I give props to those who do what they do well. And like myself, I'm good at tarot, but I'm more of an intuitive tarot person. Now she, being the Virgo that she is meticulous in a good way to really ensure that you understand the journey of the tarot and how to really embody in the stories. And I love that about her energy. So I if you want to learn it, I say go to her. So definitely. And yeah, I had her goddess oil. Oh my God. Her goddess oil is the truth. Yes. She's the truth. Like when there's people who are truthful and real, you definitely know it. What's your take on Gemini Sun, Scorpio Moon combos? Ooh, a Gemini Sun. Okay, that's so funny. My really good friend Naomi, I was talking about, she's a Gemini Sun, Scorpio Moon, and a Scorpio rising. I love her energy, and she doesn't annoy me. It doesn't annoy me, but I can. What it is that she does to me is that she really makes me ask deeper questions, and I like that about her energy. And I like how she is a really good mirror. And when she's mirroring me, it annoys me because I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing there. My Libra comes out like, I see what you're trying to do, and we're not doing that. But I get why you're doing this, but we're not doing that. But I really do like the Gemini Sun Scorpio Moon combos. Yeah, I follow Bahati on YouTube. She's so dope. Yeah, bet. Yes. So I really, yeah, I love the Geminis because I rock with Geminis. I never had bad experiences with Geminis. I know people's like, oh, they're so two-faced, they're this. I'm like, I don't get that vibe from them. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. I get that they're able to be in both worlds. And they can pick and choose which world they want to be in based on the environment or based on what they may feel. And with Scorpios, they feel really deeply. So they're able to really communicate or move in that space, which I really admire that about Scorpio moons. I don't like Scorpio moons on men, though. Mm. Good deal. I'll just subscribe to her, but I missed that she teaches tarot. Yeah. I think she does her tarot classes like not seasonal, but biannual, like only 2 times a year, because it's really like a college course. Like you're really going to be learning the tarot like a college course, and it's a daily. I love that practice. I love how she does it. What about Taurus Sun, Aries Moon, Virgo risings? Ooh, male Geminis are players. Yeah, male Geminis are players. But you know what? Shoot, you can't play a player. So that's how I see it. they could try when they come over here. But okay, Taurus Sun, Aries Moon, and Virgo rising. Okay, so you come off as a very serious, even analytical person. People may think you are you nitpick on things, but because of your moon sign is very, you're depending on what house it is too. So I'm just gonna have to give a this is just a broad view. With your moon sign being Aries, your initial feelings and reactions to things can be very kind of quick and fast paced. But with you, you show that to your sun, your Taurus sun, by what you fixated on. So whatever you're fixated on emotionally will represent in how you present yourself. But with your Virgo energy, there's a meticulous point, there's meticulous detail in what it is that you feel emotionally, that you point out to or that you represent. And then there's also a steadfastness in it. So you seem like you're a very serious person on what you speak of because you're able to use both of that energies together. Let's see, Virgo Sun, Scorpio Moon, Libra rising. I like, that's a very beautiful placement too. So shout out to the Virgo Sun, Scorpio Moons. That's what my girl Beyonce is. And she's a Libra rising. So you were Beyonce, girl. That's who you are. You just Beyonce. Just follow Beyonce. No. So with Virgo Suns, Scorpio Moons, and Libra risings, because you have that Libra rising, you come off as very well kept. People seem to believe that you're very well kept, high maintenance, but there's a depth, a deepness into you with your moon and your emotions and what you feel, but you only exert your feelings in a very meticulous and particular way. It's not that you're here to spill the beans of your heart, although you may feel that emotionally, just feel overwhelmed by what you feel. You can really channel that energy quite well through your Virgo sun. And sometimes it could probably come off kind of jittery and nervousness, kind of like, but because you have that Libra rising, it gives a sense of grace with you as well. So there's grace in the anxiety, if that makes sense. Grace and anxiety is kind of like your thing. Gemini sun, Sag rising. Oh, Sag rising is in the house. Cancer moon. Okay, that's a good one. Gemini sun, Cancer moon. There's a very soft, kind of like hugging, intimate nature about you when it comes to your emotional self. Even the way you feel about, I don't know if you're male or female, but depending if you're male or female, your Cancer moon is how you connect to your feminine side, right? Or your femininity, or what is sensitive to you. And being it coming through your Gemini sun, there can see you're female. Okay, female. So that makes sense. So you're definitely connected to your inner world. However, you may have this part of yourself due to your Sag rising where you have to find the confidence to go forth what it is that you feel. And you transmute that through your sun energy by being relatable. People see you to be very relatable, especially when you're in tune with your emotions. You can relate to people and their experiences, and you probably make friends wherever you go or great associates. And with that Sag energy there, you can either come off as a flirtatious person or as a very fun, outgoing person that seems to be have this deftness in their emotional nature. Hey, Laura Nicole. Hey, love. But yeah. Let's see. This is fun. People confess to me. Exactly. Yeah, because you have that nurturing, mothering type. And then with your Sag energy there, you could probably come off as a very philosophical person that you are able to really give people really good advice. And because of that Gemini energy, because Gemini and Sagittarius are opposites of each other. So you have the ability to connect locally or with the people close around you, but you have a broad perspective of life. You have this wealth of information and philosophy that people like. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not in a field where you give advice or where you give comfort to people, or if you don't do it as a field, you do that in your everyday life. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I like this. Okay, Capricorn Sun, Aquarius Moon, Libra Rising. Aquarius Moons. You are quite detached from your emotional nature, but yet you are very nurturing. And what people are quite attracted to you because of that Libra energy. Again, that Libra energy brings a softness to your Aquarius because you may be kind of quirky with your emotions and other people's emotions, if not so much yours. You may be a little uncomfortable with people who are emotional. So although you're a Cancer sun, it's not like you to express your emotions so outwardly, even though you're a Cancer sun, because the Aquarius moon has the little disconnect there. And the Libra rising gives you that, again, that grace or that elegance or even that aesthetic that makes people even attracted to that, or it makes people attracted to you without feeling repelled. So although inwardly you're probably repelled from the emotional nature of people, because you have that Cancer sun and because you have that Libra rising, people are still attracted to you and how you present yourself on an emotional way. So people probably wish they were more like you, aloof in some ways, but and maybe for you to learn from other people on how to be more into your self. But that Aquarius nature allows you to connect with people in a lot. Like you are quite friendly, although you're not deeply emotional. You're a friendly person. I love Aquarius. They are my riders. You know what? I have a lot of Aquariuses in my family. Like pretty much everybody on my mom's side of the family is born in February. Like even my daughter, my nephew, my nieces, my cousins, my grandmother, my mom, my aunts, my uncles. Everybody's either born in February or September. And all the February birthdays are mainly Aquariuses. And then all the September birthdays are mainly Virgos. I'm the only Libra on my mother's side. I'm the only Libra on my mother's side. So everybody's either Virgos or Aquariuses. Okay, guys. So Instagram about to kick me off. If you guys want to come over to YouTube, Tahiri Divine, that's where we're at. We might go another few more minutes and then we're going to get off this live. I'm a Feb Aquarius on the cusp of Pisces. Ooh, yes. My mom. No. She's early. Never mind. She's early and she's early February. Yeah, I really like Pisces energy. And I mean, because I'm a Pisces North Node. So I really resonate on Piscean energy. Although I fought it so hard. I really did fight my Pisces energy hard. But I really do. I like Pisces energy because it's like, you know what? Let go, let God. Oh, you're right. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're Cancer moon and rising. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to log off of Instagram, but you guys can join us on YouTube. We'll be here for another minute, but I will see you guys there. Pisces love Pisces. Okay. Yeah, I like Pisces energy. Now, I can say this. I'm not a big fan of Piscean men. Not like I mean, I like Pisces men, but if I was talking about like to date or like be close with me like that. I'm not a big fan of Pisces men. Not a big fan of Pisces men. Not a big fan of Capricorn men or Cancer men. Libra men I can tolerate, but I wouldn't get too serious with them either. Let me try to say, which I like Taurus men. I like Aries men. And that's about it. That's the only, and I like Gemini men too, but if I was talking about for me personally to be in a relationship with or something committed, that'd have to be either a Taurus or Aries. I just can't do. I can't do Virgos. I can't do it. Libra men, maybe, but they have to be evolved, like really evolved Librans, because Pisces men are playboys. Yeah, and you know what Pisces men is like? They understand the feminine energy, and not saying they're trying to manipulate women intentionally. I mean, they can if they recognize what they're doing, but it's like because they understand feminine energy so well, they play both worlds, which I get it. And it's just, I don't like Pisces. I don't, for me personally, to be in a relationship with a Pisces man, he has to have some other aspects in there to make it work for me. Low vibrating Libras, a girl. Like, yes, is he cute and he dressed nice and he got a nice car, but that nigga's trash. That's how I feel about Libra men. Like, he got to be evolved. Libra men, they talk good game. Oh, don't let them write them sonnets and musics. It's like Pisces and Libra men, them two right there, the artist. Don't fall in love with the artist, sis, unless you okay with him being okay with other people. Exactly. T.I., Jeezy, Lil Wayne, all of them are Libra men, and all of them is trash if you ask me. Yo, in high school, I had the biggest crush on Lil Wayne. Like, Lil Wayne was my boo. Like, Carter 1 and Carter 2 albums, that was all me. I used to play, I had to sneak those albums. I had to sneak by them. I had a little job at the grocery store, and then I would go to the mall with my friends, and we would go to FYE, like the For Your Entertainment store, and I would buy my music CDs, and I had to keep my music CDs hidden in books, because my parents didn't go through my books, but they would go through my CD playbook. You remember those big old CD binders we used to have? Yeah, they would go through that. So they wouldn't go through my books, but I would keep my Lil Wayne album in there with my Walkman. Y'all remember the Walkmans? And I'll be at the bus stop at school with my Walkman. Y'all remember FYE? I used to love that store. Oh my gosh. Yo, like, growing up is so different. Oh my God. Like, I appreciate the time that I had, our experience, that early 2000s, mid 2000s era. I appreciate that time now. But yeah, I used to sneak these rap albums. I had Trina's album. Oh my God, Trina's album changed my life. I was like, oh, a woman's talking like this. Oh my gosh. So that's what Trina was for me. I wasn't a Lil' Kim fan. I mean, I like Lil' Kim's music, but she wasn't the one that resonated with me as far as female rappers. It was Trina that did it for me. That was my female rapper kind of energy I was into. But yes, that is so funny. That's so funny. Oh my God, childhood. Back in the day when I was a kid, not a kid anymore. Y'all remember those things. Joe Francis, are you a Taurus, Joe? Shout out to the Taurus men. I really do like Taurus men. Like, I haven't had a Taurus guy that I dated. Except for this one, but he don't count. But but overall, my experience with Taurus guys have not been bad. And I think it's because I'm a Libra and we both get that Venusian energy going on. So I think we understand each other. You know what I'm saying? No, she's not a gold digger. She just likes nice things like I do. Like, see, we get each other. We get each other. Oh, I have a little Taurus in me. Aww. Aquarius sun, Gemini moon, Scorpio rising. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Gemini moons. You are very, as far as your energy, what is starting with your emotional nature, the Gemini, there is this, depending on what house it is, there is either a resonance to be sporadic, or there's a resonance to want to be nurturing or nurtured. And then coming out with your Aquarius sun, people don't always may understand how to take you, because what you feel emotionally doesn't necessarily resonate with how you perceive yourself in the world. And then with that Scorpio rising energy, depending on what house it is as well. So all the houses play a factor. Depending on with Scorpio rising, there is this intensity about you. You may come off too serious. You may come off very serious, and you may come off cold. And I say that because with your emotional nature, you can feel a lot of different ways about something, but then when you express it, people are not understanding how to take it because you are so serious, the way you express yourself. But then there's an inviting nature about it because you have that Aquarius sun. So depending on where your Aquarius energy, what house you're in your Scorpio, so your Scorpio rising is in the 8th house. Ooh, that plays a lot. Okay, what house is your sun in your Gemini moon? That might help me give a better understanding too, because then there's a lot of there's a lot of deepness with you on how you present yourself. But then the emotional nature is so flighty; it can go either way. And then when you want to express it through your Aquarius, your quirky way, it may not. It's light. You come across lighthearted on very sensitive topics. That could be what it is. It's a light energy, but on a very sensitive, serious demeanor. And it's like, is she joking or is she serious? I bet you like dark humor that has like dark humor mixed with like The Office type humor. I'm pretty sure you're into that. Yes. Oh my gosh. I've been seeing tropical, around. Is that a different system? Yeah, tropical is a different system. There's a lot of different systems to astrology. You have tropical, Vedic, you have Placidus, you have pole signs. There's a lot of different systems or just different calculations of astrology. So depending on the system, your chart will look different in one system versus the other, but you can still probably find resonance in it. So I like to look at, for me, when I do my own readings for myself, I like to look at Vedic, pole sign, and tropical, or the ones I typically use. We're old fashioned. That's what I like about Taurus, guys. They are old fashioned. Y'all like to open the doors. Y'all like to pay for the dates. You like to, admonish your lady. You like to I like that. Y'all like nice things. You like good food. I like good food. You like good wine. I like good wine. You like nice material. I like nice material. You like nice cars. I like nice cars. Like, we just get each other. You like that I get my nails done. I like getting my nails done. Taurus men get me. I love Taurus men because they get it. I don't got to explain this. I just pulled up my chart up online. Maybe I should get a better one. Yeah, depending on all the websites, because some of these websites are garbage. A good one is that I use is Astro Dentist. I think it's called Dentist. Let me look at the name of it exactly. Time Passages is okay. Astro Matrix is a good one. Astro Matrix is a good one, and they have an app that you can use. Oh, you guys know it's a really good one. It doesn't really break down your oh, I thought I was charging my phone the whole time. This thing ain't been charging. It doesn't really break down like, oh, this sign's in this house and this is how it's going to play out, and this sign in this house. It's more so kind of gives you a it dissects your placements, but it won't tell you because of this we came up with this dissectment based off this placement. It doesn't give you that type of, it just really dissects your placements for you. So it's called Pattern, the Pattern app. Freaking love Pattern. If you guys are on Pattern, you guys should definitely oh, I got some friend requests on here. Y'all should, yeah, join Pattern and look for me, Tahiri Divine. I'll be the chick with the pink hair. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, so if you guys got the Pattern app, it's it looks like this. But yeah. So get on Pattern. I really like Pattern. I think they do a really, really, really good job at breaking down, understanding your charts. But yay. Okay, guys. Anything else you guys want to discuss while we on here? We chit-chatting it up. I heard about Pattern from a Gemini on IG. Yeah. I like the Pattern app. My one of my girlfriends on IG, she had posted it, and I was like, yo, this is like really deep. Where'd you get this reading from? She's like, oh yeah, from Pattern app. And I downloaded it, and I'm like, oh hell no, I had to delete the app. I was like, this app was reading me for filth. And I don't like how it is dissecting my whole entire life. I don't like that. Tell me about my patterns. Tell me about the thing. I didn't like it. I was mad. But then I downloaded it back a week later, and I was like, okay, let me see what they're talking about. But yes, it's called, let's see. So the astrology charts, I say Astro Matrix is a good one. And Time Passage is a good one if you're looking, like, if you wanted to, like, pull up your own natal chart. And then if you want a really good breakdown analysis, the Pattern app is a good one. And Astro Matrix has an app as well. So yeah, but if you guys go on Pattern, request me as a friend. We can be friends on there. Only thing about the Pattern app, I wish that you could, like, monitor what people could read. Because, like, if I add you as a friend, you could read my whole chart and I could read your whole chart, or your whole pattern. And I mean, I guess so. I mean, y'all my divine tribe, so I guess I'll add you guys. You guys could just read all up in my life. I'm gonna read up in yours. I was wrong with Scorpio, first house Aquarius. Okay, Gemini in the 8th. Okay, so you're that gives more depth into what you're saying. Okay. You know, something about you Scorpio Gemini people. Something about you guys is just so intense. She's like, OMG, no privacy. I know, pattern, just no privacy. But I guess they figure this your friend, you added them, you want them to read this stuff. But yeah, okay, so Scorpio in the 1st house, Aquarius in the 4th, and Gemini in the 8th. Oh, that's okay. So that gives a different perspective, because it's not so much the sign that tells the planet how to behave. It's more so the house. The house tells the planet how to behave, and the sign is the filter on which it will behave within the house. So with Gemini in the 8th is your moon. So yeah, you have this, oh wow, you are really good at seeing the both perspectives of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and not to put it in male female perspective, but to really understand and embody the intricate connection between the two. And with the Aquarius in that 4th house sun, you are definitely connected with the 4th and 8th house. You're definitely connected to the divine feminine, the divine mother. And your Scorpio rising is really, you're going to see a lot of transformations in how you present yourself and how the world perceives you. And with that Aquarius there and that 4th house energy, it makes it receptive. So who you was maybe 2 years ago, hell, who you was yesterday is not the same person that we're getting today, because you are constantly in this transformative place because of your air sign. You have an air sign moon in a deep water house. So the shadows of humanity and the shadows of yourself, you are able to connect that and put the pieces together as a messenger. And because of that, and it's not that you're purposely trying to be a messenger, just because the way you live your life and the way you attract people to you, you have a way of giving messages to people without having to say it. That's really deep. Do you do these charts? I do natal charts. Yes. Did I put the link in the description for y'all? Yeah. So if you guys want to schedule with me, this is my scheduling app. Can I pin this? I guess I can't pin that. But yeah. Dari goes, wow. Yes, sis. Yes. But okay, guys, you guys know we have a a new moon coming up next week in Leo. And we know new moons are all about planting new seeds, putting out new intentions, or even recalibrating the old intentions that we may have already had put out, and maybe putting new seeds to help build up those current intentions. So with it being a double Leo, the sun and moon being in Leo, there's really this call for a lot of us to do what we are passionate about. Like, this is it. What are you laying to rest? And what are you going to start nurturing? Because that's going to be so important as we go forward. Like, just dealing with real world. Okay, let's deal with the real world, what's happening in the world right now, as far as our political and economic, like, quiet as it's kept, we're in an economic crisis. Like, although some of y'all may not be feeling it, which is a blessing if you're not feeling it, but to be aware that we are really in an economical crisis. And what's going to be really important at this going forward is for people to really hone in their passions. Because like I was saying, like with the whole technology conversation we had earlier, technology is going to really take over a lot of the job force. And if I believe like trade schools and those type of skills, or just having some type of skill that people want to buy into is going to be important. Whether we have fiat currency or not, there's always going to be some type of money system, right? So honing into your skills, honing into your talents, honing in on your passions is going to be really important, because when you're in your passion, that's going to lead you throughout your life, all right? Don't chase the job, the high paying job. Don't chase the money. Don't chase the money. The money's going to follow you based when you pursue your passion. So forget pursuit of happiness, pursue the passion. That's what you need to pursue. And that's what this new moon in Leo is really representing. Is like, okay, it's time to pursue the passion. And then we're going straight into Virgo season. It's time to purify the ideas of your passion. And then we're going to Libra season. It's going to be, you need to now partner with people that are like-minded in your passion. So it's like the transits are preparing us for how we need to be moving forward. It's a lot going on. Work on a business or a side hustle. Work on your passion. Nope, just passion. If your passion is a side hustle, do it a side hustle. And if it goes into a business, make it a business. I'm not for the quit your day job kind of conversation. I don't rock with that. I like to plan. I believe you should always have a plan, and you don't have to let people know your plan. So if you are in a 9-to-5 work kind of job, keep your job, make smart money choices, right? Save if where you need to save, invest where you need to invest. But I believe you should always invest in yourself, invest in your passions, invest in your skills, invest in your learning, invest in your knowledge, and then utilize your knowledge, because you don't want to be a knowledge hoarder. That's one thing I don't want to tell people. Don't, and I've been there. I was a knowledge hoarder that I got overwhelmed, and I had to find out, okay, what can I sink my teeth in? And that's when I came to the realization that I really am in love with the historical aspect of the divine feminine. I sink my teeth into that, and that's what I stick my feet in the ground, and I grow from there. Find your passion and grow from there. So whether it is a side hustle or not, figure it out. You better figure it out from there how you need to go. But trust yourself. We have to learn to trust ourselves. We've been trained and conditioned and programmed to trust everything outside of us versus ourselves. Trust your intuition. It is that still, small, quiet voice, or it could be a trigger in your body. You know, for some people, it's in their stomach. For some people, it's in their chest. For me, it's my stomach and my throat. That's how I'm able to know that this is my intuition telling me to speak or to hold back, or to go or to stay. So trust yourself that you know what's best for yourself, even if it doesn't make any kind of sense. The intuition is not always going to make logical sense. Have logic there, but understand that the intuition doesn't make logical sense. And that's hard for my North Node Pisces self to take, because since I'm a North Node Pisces, my South Node is in Virgo. And I am a big skeptic on just about everything, because I like to plan. And I even plan what the plan will look like if it was to fail. Like, I plan everything. And so I am learning. Oh, Ashira messaged me. I am learning to just let go and let God. I don't got to know every detail. Just know that I'm in flow. That's my journey that I'm learning right now. How do you feel about pursuing things during Mercury retrograde? It just depends on what you're pursuing. This is my thing. Don't allow the transits to rule us. The planets do not rule us. They are look at it more as a guideline of what's happening in the atmosphere. Like, for instance, when they say don't do traveling or anything in Mercury retrograde, it just know it wouldn't be the best. It was not the best time to travel, but if you have to travel, travel. Because, Mercury deals with travel and paperwork and communication. So I'm not about not living life because a transit's taking place. If you have to do something, do it. But just be aware that there could be some hindrances and blockages that could happen. For like particularly opening a business or like opening a business during Mercury retrograde, it depends on the business and it depends on how it's being done. Like if it's an internet business, like if you're doing a business online, I would say be cautious and aware of what kind of setbacks could take place during that time. Maybe the website might go down. Maybe the server might stop working. Just be aware and have provisions made for yourself just in case. So that's the thing. It's just because retrogrades is about reflecting back. So it's not like you can't start a business or have it launched during a retrograde, particularly a Mercury retrograde. It's just being prepared to know this could happen during this transit. It's an opportune time for these things to happen. Like Mars retrograde, typically they say don't get surgery done during Mars retrograde. Now, if you have to get surgery, get surgery, but just understand like the energy transits are what they represent and how they can play out. That's all I'm saying, just to be aware, but don't allow it to rule you. Because even with our natal charts and our progress charts, it's not about it ruling us. It's about us to being aware of how our energy is being guided or shifting and what is the blessing and the lesson I'm supposed to learn within this. But to be a healthy detached from it, that it doesn't rule you. So you're in it, but you're not detached, if that makes sense. I like these questions. These are helping me, guys, too. Like, this is what I like. This is what I like to do. I like to talk with people, and because I know that I don't have the end all be all of everything. I know I know a lot. I do know that, but I also do know there's what's it, like blind spots in my wisdom and my knowledge, and that's why I like to work with other people. Astro Matrix says my sun, moon, and ascendant is Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Ooh, yeah. If that you got your birth information in there correctly, then that might be where you are. So a Gemini. Wait. So your ascendant is Gemini, and wait, which is which? Sun, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Great stream. Oh, thank you. 6-figure days. I'm telling you, that's what I'm striving for. 6-figure days. Yes, that's the model right there. 6-figure days. Like how, oh my gosh, like, okay, I had my daughter had a conversation with me about this. She's 10. Aquarius minds are so interesting. She was saying, with people becoming millionaires on YouTube, like this is a 10-year-old now, saying with people becoming millionaires on YouTube, if everybody's a millionaire, does that mean billionaires? No, how'd she say it? She was saying if everyone's a millionaire, does that mean that billionaires are not as on the top anymore? And I'm like, what makes you say that? And she's like, well, if the more people become millionaires, doesn't that mean there's less people being billionaires? And so I had to walk her through, like, where are you trying to go with this? But she made a really good point as far as our money system is concerned. Like, as people are making more money, things are going to get more expensive, where millionaires are not going to, it's going to be a norm to be a millionaire. Like, like how it's a norm to be like a middle class person. Like, oh, it's norm to be middle class, whatever. That's like the norm. But then the norm will change, because then the norm will be millionaires. And I'm like, wow, that's an interesting perspective. And she's like, well, would that mean everything will go up, but then it wouldn't be expensive because we normalized being a millionaire? I'm telling you, my daughter really, she's a Capricorn moon, Aquarius sun, and she is quite interesting. So my daughter really loves to sing and dance. And for the last 2 or 3 years, she's been telling me she wants to be, because she really liked Kids Bop. Like, Kids Bop was like her thing growing up, right? And she was like, yeah, that's what I want to do when I get older. I want to be on Kids Bop. So I told her, like, well, 12, 13 years old, I'll allow you to audition for Kids Bop. So this is so funny. It's happened early this year. So she was asking me, because she likes to watch movies. And what she does when she watches the movies, she likes to watch the credits. She likes to know who is what's the production company, who's the producers, the executive producers, who's the casting directors. Like, she really liked, she will be like, oh, Mom, do you know that Susan DePass also was the producer of this show? And she also did this movie. And she also helped with, I'm like, okay, you know who this is? She's like, yeah. And don't you know she was part of the Motown? I was like, I remember her from the Michael Jackson movie. Yes. But she's really good at knowing who's the producers, the different companies like Universal Studios and MGM and all that stuff. So she knows what year they came out, what was their first movies they were producing, if they even started with movies. So she's really good at that. So anyway, so I'm giving you guys the story. So I remember her asking me, she was like, Mom, Britney Spears is a pop star, right? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, she started on Disney Channel? I said, yeah, she started on the Disney. And then she goes into like, yeah, she likes IMBD. Like that's her thing. She reads all those bios and knows people. And so she was asking me about Britney Spears being a pop star and then becoming being on Disney. And then she said Justin Timberlake used to be on Disney. Christina Aguilera used to be on Disney. Raven Simone used to be on Disney. Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus. And she goes, was Ariana, because she likes Ariana Grande, was Ariana Grande on Disney? I said, no, she was Nickelodeon. She's like, oh, okay. So anyway, so I don't know. So she's like, yeah, I don't want to be a Kids Bop kid anymore. I said, why not? She said, because Disney makes stars. And then just walked off. And I was like, well, touche, little mama. So she no longer wants to audition for Kids Bop. She now wants to be on Disney Channel. So that's going to be her thing when she turns 13. We're going to allow her to audition for Disney. So, oh my God, my daughter, she has it in her to do it. So we got her signed up with a singing coach and dancing just to keep her up there. So when she goes to audition, but I was completely shook when she did that. She said it so nonchalant. I was like, oh no, I don't want to be a Kids Bop kid. I'm gonna go with Disney. They make stars. And then just touche it away. I'm like, well, how you doing? But I'm telling you, these kids are just so smart. My fave line from Ro, you can IMBD me. Oh, dang. I didn't see that season when Kim Fields was on there, but I bet. Okay. She didn't last long on The Housewives. Yeah, she didn't last long. And I think, what's the model lady that was on there that was always pregnant. I don't think she's coming back. Which I didn't really watch it. My mom watches Housewives of Atlanta. No shade to the Housewives of Atlanta because I did watch Housewives of Atlanta, but I'm telling you, I like the real rich bitches. I like Beverly Hills and Orange County, and that's the one I like. The Vanderbilts. That's the one I like to watch. I like to watch old white money. Is Kenya Moore said that or who? Yeah, Kenya Moore. Yeah, I think Kenya Moore is a really pretty lady. I got to meet her some years back at at the Essence Festival some years back. She's really pretty in person. Like actually, all those women are really pretty women. I just do not see how they can do all that drama they be doing. Potomac is a good one. Yes, girl. I like old rich money. That's I like that. I like them type of problems because them ain't real. They got problems, but I like that. I like those type of problems. Give me old rich white people money problems. That's the kind of problems I want, which ain't no problem at all. But yeah. Married to Medicine was what show I used to watch. Yeah, I haven't watched these shows in so long, so I can't even keep up on what's really going on anymore. And it's so funny, and that's the thing about spirituality journey is like we get to a place where like this mundane stuff just doesn't do it. Like gossip channels don't really do it for me. I mean, even though I wasn't really into like celebrity gossip anyway, but just to keep afloat what's going on, what people be talking about. I was never really big on the Shade Room and Lipstick Alley. So I wasn't really big on those, but I was familiar with those platforms. But I got to a place where I just couldn't do gossip. But then again, I was never really a gossipy kind of person. So, but yeah. But now I keep up with celebrity news as a way to decode what's being said and what's being done. So that's the only reason why I would keep up with those sites or what other people are saying, because so much is going on, especially with I don't know if y'all seen the recent post of Will Smith with Jason Derulo knocking his teeth out. Yeah, that's heavily coded. I hate when lip gloss does that. Like, ew, that is not cute. But yay, guys. Okay, so I'm about to go ahead and close this off because it's going to be where I'm at is never 100 degrees. It's going to be 100 degrees this weekend. And I did promise my baby girl I would take her to the lake. Since all the pools are closed out here, like they refuse to open it because they're so afraid of COVID. I'm like, that's cool. So I'm going to take my baby girls to the lake this weekend. So I got to get ready and pack some things up for them so we can do that tomorrow in this 100-degree weather that we got going on out here. Because she was like, we need to move somewhere where we got a beach. I'm like, I'm right with you, honey. I'm tired of being in the north. All you got is a coast and it's cold. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yay. But any last words you guys want to say before I head out? Any questions, commentary? Hit me with it. Well, all right, ladies and gents, this has been fun. Thank you guys for rocking with me. And since I have so many people with that Scorpio Gemini energy, I'm going to have to ask my girlfriend to do a live with me on here. If you guys are not familiar with Naomi Elliott, she's on YouTube. She goes, her YouTube channel is called True Self Project. And I would so love for you guys to follow her channel. Let me type it in the chat so you guys can find her. Like, it's called the True. Y'all, how do y'all ladies with these long nails work in life? Like, I am so not used to that. I always keep my nails short, but since I'm trying something different than my sister's in beauty school, I'm allowing her to work on me and do things. But I do not see how people can do this. This is too much. True Self Project and she's on YouTube. She is a wonderful astrologer, decoder. Her insights on astrology is just phenomenal. Oh my God. Like, she is able to penetrate the veil in ways that I can have an understanding on. But when she gets in, when she goes in, oh my God, like that Gemini is able to really dissect and piece all the pieces together. Like myself, I'll have an overall understanding of something in a particular topic, and she will be able to go deep into it. And then with that Gemini Scorpio energy, be able to like maneuver through the realms of that. And I just love how she's able to verbalize. And I'm like, oh my God, you're verbalizing everything that I'm feeling and that I can see, but I don't know how to see. Like I see the forest, but you're able to pinpoint the trees, if that makes sense. But yeah, so check her YouTube channel out. She featured me in her YouTube channel in there too. But I think, was it early over the spring, we did a video together. More like an interview type video. But that's it. But all right, ladies and gents, I'm about to head off. If you guys want to do something fun, are you guys familiar with Flight Boss on YouTube? Flight Boss Dolo Man. I think he goes by Dolo. Check him out on YouTube. He's a really great astrologer. I like his energy. He did a YouTube video yesterday. Since it's Friday, if y'all feel like doing a Freaky Friday, he did a breakdown of the astrology for the different like sex breakdowns, like sex, like what a person likes based on their astrology, sun, moon, and rising. I looked at the ones that was my sun, moon, rising, and my Venus and Mars. And I kid you not, it was hilarious. Okay, you saw it? Yeah, it was so good. And go in the comments because somebody actually, no, you don't. Somebody actually had what do you need? Oh my gosh, you just want to be on TV. You just want to be on TV. No, go away. My daughter. But yeah, y'all can check that out. Check out his video. It's funny. But I'm about to go because my child wants to be a star, and you're not about to be a star on my show. Get your own show. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see you guys Monday back with the power of prayer. And we are going to get off like that. Bye, guys. You're so silly. It's done.